Another 1,100 emails from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta released by WikiLeaks. Previous emails mocking conservative Catholics, Latinos. Now they're taking aim at Ben Jealous. He's the former head of the NAACP. Ed Henry is live in Washington with more on this. Ed, what's the latest on this particular email criticizing Ben Jealous, again, a very prominent Bernie Sanders supporter?
Correct. Well, Greg, good to see you. Yeah, this is just breaking the last few moments, so we want to get on top of this. Neera Tanden, a liberal activist, been on Fox, a very well-known, prominent Hillary Clinton supporter. This is an email she sent to John Podesta, the Clinton campaign chairman, and it's relatively recent. Some of these have been from years ago. This is from February of this year, in the middle of this contested primary with Bernie Sanders. You mentioned Ben Jealous, very prominent African-American supporter of Bernie Sanders. That upset the Clinton camp. Remember, the Clinton camp talks a lot about how close they are to African Americans, and yet look at what Neera Tanden was saying in private, saying to John Podesta in an email, quote, "I know there are a million reasons to desperately want Hillary to win, but Ben Jealous feeling that he has no power is a particularly good one." So maybe it was just a petty battle with Ben Jealous, but as you noted, when you add it up, these emails going after conservative Catholics, going after Latinos, and now suggesting that a prominent African-American leader should have no power, these are the kinds of things that could have some resonance in the final days.
Yeah, there's a certain vindictiveness in many of them. For example, calling the mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, a terrorist because he wasn't terribly forthcoming with an endorsement. But Ed, some of those emails are really adding evidence to Bernie Sanders' concerns that, the primaries were rigged against him, right?
Correct, and also adding to the notion, maybe more importantly, that Hillary Clinton and her aides looked the American people in the eye and said that the primary process was not rigged, that the DNC was neutral, that they were fighting it out fair and square with Bernie Sanders. And yet there's this email from late last year that shows Robbie Mook, the campaign manager for Clinton, talking to John Podesta, the campaign chairman, about how they need to move up the date of the Illinois primary, that somehow that will help Hillary Clinton. And look at what they say in private here, that if they move it back to April or May, a bonus of 10% extra delegates if they move it to April and 20% if they move it to May from March, as if these are delegates that the Clinton camp has already gotten and can start divvying out to party officials in Illinois. And then there's a second one saying about the Illinois officials, quote, "They don't really care about being helpful and feel forgotten and neglected by President Obama. The key point is that this is not an Obama ask to move the primary, but a Hillary ask. And the Clintons won't forget what their friends have done for them." That last line, very, very interesting. You sort of peel back all of this, and in private they're saying the Clintons won't forget who their friends are. Very interesting indeed, Greg.
The old quid pro quo and even pay for play and, all of the allegations that have been leveled against Hillary Clinton. All right, Ed Henry. Ed, thanks very much.
Have a good weekend. Good to see you.